Good evening. I'm Sonia Samtani, and I'm here to have a conversation with you to go beyond your social masks and stigmas. So, we're going to have a real conversation. I'd like to start by asking you something that could seem a little absurd. What if I said to you that you are a tree? What would you think? Would you believe me? I bet most of you would think I'm a little bit of a nutcase. But what if I told you that you've put on a few pounds and it doesn't look so good? Or you're not that smart or capable really? If I said that, it could hurt some of you. And the only reason that you would be hurt is because you believed what I'm saying. Now, if you know that you are intelligent and I said, you're so stupid, it actually wouldn't impact you because you've told yourself otherwise. The point I'm trying to make here is that it's ultimately you that's rejecting yourself because of what you are believing and agreeing or disagreeing with as a result. No one has the power to make you feel rejected or less than except you. And if you begin to feel that you are good enough, you won't need to get that validation by anyone else. Self-esteem is such an important and delicate matter. Having low self-esteem means that deep inside, you feel that you're not good enough. And as a result, you continue to seek validation from the environment and from other people. You would constantly need others to tell you that you're beautiful, you're thin, you're successful, you're capable. And then even when these kind of people would get this recognition, and they maybe even get awards and achievements, usually they would either reject what these people are saying and think, oh no, they're being so kind, or they don't actually mean it, so thank you for trying. Or it could actually make you feel good for a whole 5 minutes. And after that, you go back again and think, what if I can't maintain this position and keep up with people's expectations? What if I fail the next time? J.K. Rowling is famous for saying that after she wrote her first book of Harry Potter, within 5 minutes she was worried again that her second book may not be so successful. And this is because it all came from a weak foundation. I can relate to this myself. I was such a certificate junkie in my early 20s. I would keep doing more courses, get more certificates, more diplomas to validate myself, and it wouldn't end. Because again, it came from a place of lower self-esteem. Now that's the low end. On the other side, there are also people that behave differently and they think that they're too good, and that's also an issue. I'm sure that you have met some people that they think that they're God's gift to the planet. So when you meet them at a party, they give you looks and they constantly make you feel like they're better than you. I would say that this is also an overcompensation. And under that mask, they're feeling less than and trying to convince themselves that they are good by being better than others. So it's not about not being good enough, and it's not about being too good either. It's about just being good enough. That is a healthy self-esteem. And this really comes from us accepting ourselves, and for no reason. It's just like when your child is born. Your child does not need to have the perfect hair or smile for you to love them. You love your child just because they exist, and they don't have to do anything to prove their worth to you. That's the kind of love that I'm talking about. It's not performance-driven. It's not only when you look good. It's a love that's much deeper than that. And it's not about loving ourselves only when we behave better. It's just about loving us, our being. I recommend an exercise that might seem a little bit weird at first, but it's very powerful later on. Go to the nearest mirror or put your phone on a selfie mode and say to the person that you are seeing that I finally see you and I accept you and you are good enough for me. You might feel awkward at first, but after a while, you will finally connect with that person and begin the journey of loving and accepting the only person who is guaranteed to be with you until your last breath. And once this journey begins, You can use other people's comments to grow and evolve, but it won't hurt your self-esteem. And every time someone shows judgment, it will feel as ridiculous as if they would have said, "You know what? I think you're a tree."